What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Khalil back here for another video, man. And today, we gonna be doing a reaction to why Thug Maxin won't make you more attractive, man. Make sure you guys go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and let's get into the video, man.
Maxin. Like, bro, this shit getting out of hand, and it's kind of been running rampant for this last couple years. Like, bro, why the fuck is this nigga Drake throwing up gang sign? Like, when did this nigga get in the game?
He
and
most definitely not no game.
His facial expression with the gang sign. What the fuck? Like, bro, this nigga was just in a wheelchair on Degrassi.
On Degrassi, for real.
Hyper successful multi-millionaire trying to convince me that he's a gang member. And Drake really not even the worst instance of Thug Maxin that we see out of these celebrities. Of course, we got the infamous jaw wig shiestied up with the eyebrow slit. Like, I never seen a nigga rock it.
It's mostly due to social media. You feel me? It's mostly due to social media and just image. You feel me?
Shiesty with
that's all it has something to do with.
This nigga might be the 2024 Thug Maxer of the year. I want y'all to understand. This nigga was willing to throw away his whole NBA career to look like a thug. That's some real life dedication, bro. Y'all really gotta think. They suspended this nigga for being in the club with a gun, and then he apologized and was on live in the car with a gun
again. Oh my god.
But he was half stepping, like he still gave a little apology and shit. He wasn't willing to really throw his whole career away. But Mikey Williamson, this nigga earned it. I ain't gonna lie. This nigga got it. Like, he gangster of the year. Ja Morant might have gotten into a little tussle, but this nigga Mikey Williamson really shot at people. He really derailed his entire career to Thug.
Holy shit.
But look, bro, all jokes aside, this Thug Maxin shit is not it. I ain't gonna lie, in the short term.
Yeah, in my opinion, that Thug Maxin shit is just, that shit is lame. I'm not gonna lie, Thug Maxin is lame. Especially if you acting like it. Like, if you acting like you feel me, that shit lame as hell, bro. You don't got nothing to act about. It's really people out here that's really gotta put their life in harm's way and shit just to get some shit the next day, you feel me? Why the fuck are you acting for?
Term, it'll work. But long term, it's gonna leave you broke, stressed, or in real life danger. Like, bruh, does that sound like an equal trade for a little bit more girls?
No, sure not.
Maxin, watch to the end of this video as I explain why it seems to work, why it's a losing strategy, and what you should be doing instead. But before we get into it, bro, y'all already know the drill. I need y'all to go ahead and like the video. Just think about it, bro. After watching this video, you'll fully understand the appeal of Thug Maxin and know how to get similar results without literally having to throw your life away.
Not TK. Oh my god, TK is the original YN for sure.
Everybody went ahead and liked the video by now, so let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, for those of you who don't know, we gotta define what Thug Maxin is. I know that y'all aren't no dumbass niggas, so I
know exactly what Thug Maxin is,
just based on the context clues. But I know it's probably one nigga out there that just couldn't connect the dots. Basically, Thug Maxin is when guys who are not street whatsoever all of a sudden just adopts this street or thuggish.
For real, everybody had that one friend or that one person, you feel me? Like, you saw like his real personality and shit like that. Like, he really a nerd, you know what I'm saying? And then he just get like so just intrigued by the street life and shit like that. And like the very next week, this nigga is a whole thug. Or he's starting to act like a whole thug. He starts smoking and shit out of nowhere. And you feel me? You've been knowing him like for all your life. And this motherfucker is now smoking weed, Black and Miles and shit, sagging pants. Like, nigga, you were just at the anime convention. What the fuck is you doing? You feel me? Like, shit like that. I swear, bro, them niggas is lame as hell.
Persona and aesthetic with the goal of increasing their attractiveness. Now, if you're in high school right now, you probably have some pretty good examples of that. That period of time is really when the Thug magic starts to kick in. All of a sudden, you look around and your school
is never me, bro.
Swear they're young boy. Like, bro, you're not young boy. You're young and bitchless. But nah, though, somebody that's Thug Maxin might.
I'm not gonna cap. I was really listening. I still listen to Young Boy all the time, but I ain't never like try to be street or nothing like that. I always have my own style. That's the crazy part. I don't know why people want to be like the nigga. Like, his music is just relatable.
Dressing a little bit more edgy, a little bit more dangerous. Maybe
especially that. Oh my god.
Basically anything a drill rapper would wear. You might notice a shift in behavior. They might become a little bit more aggressive, dominant, or rebellious. Like, all of a sudden they want to slap box in front of the females, or they start like overly chasing smoke with teachers for no reason. Trying to be overly tough.
Niggas really flexing and hella like rent money right in front of the teachers, gang. That is crazy.
all the time. Basically, they just start mimicking their favorite rapper or gangster,
Not flexing the
whoever
rent
they done
money.
seen act out in some type of thuggish way. Typically, it's YoungBoy. Like, I don't know what's in YoungBoy music that make niggas want to be him so bad, but
I
that's
have
like
no
the
idea,
default
bro.
nigga that the Thug Maxers kind of emulate. Bruh, now that I'm thinking about it, this nigga Ja Morant and Mikey Williamson was both heavily into YoungBoy.
Yeah.
Have y'all noticed that? Like, now that I'm thinking about it, even niggas in real life that I know who be Thug Maxing got that shit from YoungBoy. But yeah, bro, the logic
They
behind
for sure,
Thug Maxing.
they for sure got that shit from YoungBoy. The sagging, the fucking walk, the motherfucking bird chest out like this, and they be walking like this. That shit.
Is that certain
That shit is
females are
fucking
naturally
weird, bro.
attracted to dominant, dangerous, and rebellious guys. And I'm not gonna lie, this is true. Like, from a psychological standpoint, women are heavily attracted to guys with these traits. But just because it can get you some more short-term hoes doesn't mean
That shit does not work. I'll be honest, like that type of girl for real who will like you with that thug shit is like high school girls all the way. I don't know. It is some hood ass girls that like that shit, but some of them got some common sense. You feel me? Like they develop they frontal lobe like way faster than men and shit like that. I know it is some girls that's just some bird brains and shit like that, but I'm not gonna lie. That shit ain't cute until they hit like college of like freshman in college or some shit, and they start seeing the athletes. They start seeing the niggas that really got careers in life and shit like that. That thug shit go out the window for real, for real.
you should do it. There's also multiple backdraws to this method of pulling that damn near negates all the benefits. Also, you can display most of these thug maxing traits without even being a thug.
Yes,
like,
you don't have to be a
literally can
thug.
get most of the benefits without necessarily having to maintain this thuggish persona and
You
basically
really don't,
throw your
for
life
sure.
away. To understand how we can circumvent having to do this loser ass thug max shit, we first gotta understand why exactly it works for getting girls. Then we can kind of reverse engineer the method, you know what I'm saying? We can kind of take what works, leave what don't. So to understand why thug maxing works, we gotta analyze what women are attracted to, which are mainly guys who are masculine, physically dominant, and confident. With this in
Basically,
mind,
yes.
it's really no wonder why the bad boy hood nigga are.
And that's the reason why though, like you don't even have to implement the thug part into it. Like all you gotta do is know how to fight good with your hands, you know what I'm saying? You know how to shoot a gun or whatever, you know how to, you feel me, defend yourself. And you know how to talk. You know how to be social, you feel me? You know how to really get into some doors, connections and shit like that. And you always straight, you know what I'm saying? Just not to be on some sucker nigga shit at times. That's about it. But you don't really need to be a thug. You feel me? Just protect yourself. You feel me? Be chill.
The type has always had an appeal. Whether we're looking at movies, TV shows, the music industry, or regular hood niggas in
It's
real
some
life,
social
it
media.
seems to be like a constant in all forms of media. It's like a law of physics. If you're a hood nigga or a bad boy, depending on race, you're gonna get bitches. And this really isn't a surprise when you dive deeper into what women are attracted to. Of course, the baseline masculinity, physical dominance, confidence, but even more than that, thugs typically have a higher level of social proof and status. Not necessarily in the long term of life, but maybe inside like isolated social scenarios. For instance, if a guy is walking around your school and he's like overly
Bro,
tough and aggressive to the
doing
point where
way
he's
too
intimidating
much.
other guys, some females will view that as a sign of power and control. And obviously this leads to him having a higher level of social proof and status. Cause you gotta
Yeah, that
think,
shit
a
is
girl
not
is not finna see a guy acting out like that and actually think about it logically and be like, yo, like why is this nigga tripping all the time? Females are just biologically wired to be attracted to guys who are hyper masculine. And that's how they perceive the guys who is just like overly aggressive, wanna be young boy and shit. You gotta also factor in, bro, females
Until they start wilding on their ass and start beating up the girl type shit.
Building your
Then
online
it's
business?
like, oh my God. Because I heard some stories like that too.
Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products.
love
Get outta here,
excitement
E.
and drama. At this
Yeah.
point, bro, we should all know
crazy.
that boring a female is like the #1 way to lose her. So using that same logic, we know that some excitement and drama is a pretty good way to get or retain girls. Bro, this shit is literally in an old ass song. Girls just want to have fun, like, bro, it's been true for decades. There's even newer songs coming out echoing this same sentiment. The main one that come to mind right now is Blick Song by Lotto. Like, the first lines of the song literally say, I don't trust no man without no blicky, cause when shit gets sticky, where the fuck that blicky at? This shit is actually so crazy to me.
These are the type of women you don't want to be. I don't know, like it's retarded, bro. It's music and image and all this shit, bro. Y'all just literally look at it and copy and paste it to yourself for no apparent reason.
Like, bro, what is she talking about? She
Retarded.
literally activating all the thug.
And you even gotta be a
around
thug
the
to
globe.
just have a blick
I thought
on
this
you.
shit was crazy before, but now the thug matching rates really finna be through the roof. But yeah, bro, females, especially those that grew up around this type culture, seem to be drawn to the excitement and chaos of dating hood type niggas. Like, bro, I just seen this clip of Lil Baby X talking about how her nigga gotta have a little bit of hood in him. Like, bro, she literally had a whole ass failed relationship with a hood nigga, and she still wants a nigga to have a little bit of hood in him. You really cannot make this shit up, bro. Like, it's really something wrong with these females. But yeah, bro, another appeal to the bad boy hood nigga archetype is confidence and a nonchalant attitude. This thuggish persona typically comes with the sense of not caring. We all should know by now that women are highly attracted to this type of nonchalant demeanor. And the reason why it works so well with like the thug archetype is because their actions typically disregard any type of...
I feel like that. I ain't gonna lie. It's only like young girls that like shit like this. I'm not gonna cap, like. But yeah, it's very true though.
Authority. For instance, if you're in the car with a girl and you're going way past the speed limit, you're kind of cutting up. She's instantly gonna be way more attracted to you because you don't care about the law. Unless you crash,
that's a low ass girl.
I don't care, or it's all out the window. Similarly, if you think about a guy that's just super square and he always does everything by the book, typically girls are gonna be way less attracted to that type of guy. I tried doing some research to find out why breaking the rules is generally considered cool, but I really couldn't find no definitive answer. I did see that it probably has a lot
always
to do with
getting mad on
confidence and
2K.
nonconformity, which makes sense because confidence by itself is already an attractive trait, and
Yes.
nonconformity kind of communicates bravery because it's like you're not afraid.
But this is the thing, you can have those type of traits and not be a thug. You can have them traits and not be a thug at all. That's the best thing about it. Like, that's me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm confident, you feel me, like that. I know how to play my roles and shit like that, you feel me? I know how to be, well, I am nonchalant at times, but I am getting better at being social, you know what I'm saying? Because being nonchalant at times and not being like talkative and shit, that shit could throw you off, you feel me? Like, you need connections and shit more you get older.
Afraid to go
I'm not
against the
gonna lie.
crowd, which I think we can all agree is pretty cool. But the last major appeal of this like thug method is the media appeal. Like, bruh, this thuggish persona has been glamorized for like the last couple decades. It's literally in every form of media, the movies, the music, and on social media. In literally every form of media, the bad boy lifestyle is like praised. And when females observe this, they kind of take it into real life. Think about it like they're being socialized to pick the guy who fits into this archetype. Like, logically speaking, you should pick the nigga who gets good grades and he maybe plays a sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga with the actual future. But because of this socialization, females really don't factor in the long-term outcome. Not saying that all niggas who are regularly engaged in criminal activity are gonna end up like bums, because we do have some outliers like Lil Baby, DeMar DeRozan, Tank, but it's definitely more risky to pick somebody like this, because if them niggas went so locked in, they could have had a whole different trajectory in life. Another piece of anecdotal evidence that I'll add to support this is that females with a more proper background aren't really as drawn into this thug demeanor.
No, they're not. Like, girls that's not from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know, I did see, or I did know, like, a couple, you know, Caucasian ghetto ass type of women, but they are not into these type of like men, bro. That's why I was saying, like, not a lot of women are really into this. It'll only be like them ratchet ghetto ass women that's into this type of like personality and trait, bro. Like, as soon as you get to like 22 or 23 and up, and you start going to college, and she starts seeing all these other different men, all these other different type of career paths, these niggas that's in it, that's playing basketball and football and shit like that. Them athletes, they'll be taking your girl game while you like in fucking jail or some shit, off some dumb shit, so you can, from you like trying to fucking appeal to your girl, trying to do some crazy stuff. Like,
so you want to mod your single player
crazy,
games,
bro.
but you're thinking, is this safe? Am I gonna f up my PC?
Like if a girl has a dad and he works a nice office job, she's typically
not
not
gonna
gonna
want
be
you.
attracted to a nigga that be working the block. I say typically, bro, because these females, like, sometimes they just can't fight that shit. They just still be fiending for like the overly street nigga. But yeah, bro, those are like the main reasons why being a thug is attractive. Now we gotta talk about why this thug maxing shit isn't a viable strategy. That shit is a short-term gimmick for short-term hoes. With that being said, let's get into the first reason. It attracts the wrong type of female. I want y'all to understand, bro. When you thug max, you're mostly gonna attract females that's into that type of lifestyle. This is a problem for so many different reasons, bro. Like the quality of girl you get is finna be heavily diminished.
Oh my God,
it's gonna
not
be the type
for
of girl
Sean.
that's literally into drama, toxicity, and instability. I don't know about y'all, bro, but I don't like unnecessary problems in my life. I only want the type of problems to where I couldn't even avoid them, like a random ass flat tire. But this shit right here is heavily avoidable. You don't gotta talk to these type females. I know it's probably a young nigga watching this video thinking to himself like, I'm willing to take any girl regardless of the problems, which is fine. Like, okay, I understand, like, you're gonna make that decision because you're young, but you're eventually gonna reach the same conclusion that it's not worth it. And then, bro, when you're dealing with these type of females, normally they're gonna be even
They
more
gonna push you.
than you. Like if you're
They
fabricating,
gonna put you in even more drama, bro. Like it'll be a girl type shit, and you feel me? She from the block. She on that type of timing, and she would just start problems with anybody, and then and it'll be like the bad timing too. She gonna crack. She gonna grab you. You feel me? She'll be like, my boyfriend gonna beat your ass. It's gonna be some big 6'10" ass nigga. You feel me? 200 and something pounds. Expecting you to beat this motherfucking ass because she don't know how to, you feel me, shut her damn mouth. Like, I hate them type of women, bro. Like, why are you talking for? This is crazy. And it's not even because, oh, I'm scared or anything like that, but it's no real problem behind it. Like, you just talking. Like, you got a girl that just talked so damn much. Like, for example, that this Shade Frost situation with that one rat looking ass girl, bro. He would have got wild on, bro. If that was me and that girl was talking, she was gonna get bro beat the hell up. I'm not gonna lie, just because she keep running her mouth. That's what I'm talking about.
There's gonna come a point in time, bro, where she realizes she's more of a gangster than you. It might even be some simple shit like her wanting to smoke in your car, but you know, like, it's a lot of police around and you don't want to take that risk. And then she just realized from that point on, like, you're not like that for real. So you're not even really gonna be able to retain the girl unless you actually just become a criminal, which at that point it's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like, you're way too deep in. No girl on the planet is worth that shit, let alone a girl who smokes backwoods, has a horrible diet, and has terrible morals. But alright, the next reason why this shit isn't viable is it's a fake persona. This shit kind of ties into what I was saying previously, bro. But if you're not really on that shit, you're gonna get exposed.
Then you gotta think, really on
these
it, bro.
females are not slow. They're gonna be able to tell that you're putting on an act. Like, bro, I promise you're not a good enough actor to pull off the thug maxing. Even if you only thug max on Instagram, bro, because when you meet them in real life, it's gonna be incongruent. But if you're doing this shit in person, it's so much work. Like, you're gonna go out bad in real time because the females are gonna see that you're putting on an act, and that shows a lack of confidence in your actual personality. And since we know that confidence is one of the top attractive traits, it's obviously gonna lead you to getting way less girls. And you also gotta think about the niggas who are actually thugs.
Really thugs.
Like, bruh, if you're in school right now and you just come in the next day trying to be like young boy, the niggas who are actually in the trenches are gonna see that shit, and they're not gonna let that shit slide, bro. The actual thugs, it's like that's their whole thing. So they're not just finna let you culture vulture that shit. They're literally gonna treat you like how the industry be treated.
Oh shit, who be really culture vulturing? I'm not gonna lie, it is some white boys out there, you feel me, that really is from the streets and shit. I'm not even gonna cap about that. But it's a lot of people that's culture vulturing. It's even different, you feel me, like different races, and they'll literally copy and paste the whole thing that Nike Tech, the sagging pants, everything, and they'll wear that whole just outfit, and that whole outfit just really shows who you are as a person for real. Like, it's really a starter pack. Shit is crazy.
And Drake. And I shouldn't have to tell you how embarrassing that is for the
Shit
real
is
street
weird.
niggas to get on your ass in front of the hoes. Like, bro, there's no coming back from that shit.
Like, you is not no street
change
nigga, man.
schools, or you just gotta become King Von. But now the next reason why this
Not
thug
becoming
maxing shit
King
really
Von.
isn't a viable option is
I've had this ad blocker for 1 week, and
Now
it's already
become
blocked
King
over
Von,
1,000 ads. Meet Pi, a Chrome
because it's not a sustainable identity. Like, bro, really ask yourself, am I finna be thug maxing into my 30s and 40s? Like,
shit
really
is
think about what a
not
30
cool.
and 40-year-old thug looks like. I'm not talking about the outliers like Future or Lil Baby. Genuinely picture a regular nigga still trying to be hard.
Nah,
It's
see, Matt, what the
please
hell?
get that shit up. Go start a family or some shit. It gets to the point where
Give
it's
that
kind of
man,
sad.
that shit
Like,
is not
damn,
cool
this
no
nigga
more.
is still acting like a young nigga. Like, bro, you're 30 years old. Why are you learning to shine?
Charleston White.
Keeping this in mind, bro, thug maxing is really only cool to females from like high school to maybe the end of college. So it's really no point in even going down that path because all the females are gonna outgrow you within a couple of years. It's like, bro, you'll win in the short term of like.
And that's what I'm saying, yo. Like, you act like you a street, you know what I'm saying, YN right now, and you be with your girl. Soon as your girl go to college, get up a little bit higher, you know, just go to different opportunities and see, like, the plethora of different men in career paths and what other men got going on. You feel me? She's gonna get hit right in the head like, ding. Oh, yeah, like, I don't think I want to be with this nigga. He putting his life on the line and to impress a motherfucker and shit, bro. I don't want to be around this thing. And that's what I'm saying. It's not worth it, bro. It's really not worth it at all.
Maybe high school and the beginning of college, but when you're actually an adult, the females aren't finna be fucking with that thug maxing shit. But yeah,
Exactly.
bro, the last reason why this shit isn't viable is, in the long term, thug maxing is just inferior to standard self-improvement. Instead of trying to fake a tough guy persona, it would benefit you infinitely more to build true confidence, social skills, and success. Now you might be thinking to yourself, earlier in the video you was just saying how thugs are attractive to women. But look, bro, if you go back to the main reasons why thugs are attractive, you'll realize that you don't actually have to thug max to display those traits. I mean, come on now, bro. Physical dominance, confidence, non-conformity, you don't gotta go throw your entire life away to display these traits. In fact, you being true to yourself shows more non-conformity and confidence. So instead of doing this shit, bro, literally just focus on the baseline self-improvement shit. Going to the gym.
Literally. It's that simple. And it's not even a diss on the niggas that's really actually a street nigga, you feel me? Because I could really see a person and I could tell, okay, this is a street nigga. Like, he ain't doing too much. He ain't trying to show his that way too much, you feel me? And I know the crash out ones, that's the ones I stay away from, you feel me? You the crash out, you know what I'm saying? You don't got nothing going for your life. You really want to just show out, just do some maniac shit. And then there's the ones that just really just act like, nigga, I know you, bro. I know you since elementary school type shit, and you acting like a whole complete thug for no reason. But you know, you just let them have that little phase. But yeah,
reading a couple books, nothing overly extreme. But yeah, bro, in conclusion,
go to
thug
gun
maxing will
range.
get you some short-term attention, but it's not really a successful long-term method. Instead of faking your whole personality in life, maybe just try to be the best version of yourself. But alright, that's all I got for this one. Like and subscribe if you learned something, and let me know in the comments.
And that's what it should be, bro. Just become the best version of yourself, man. You ain't gotta tote no guns or do no crazy ass shit, especially if you're not in that situation. All right. If you're not in that situation and you ain't really got to go fight for yours every day, you shouldn't have to go and act and go do that just to impress somebody. It's not cute, you know, you're just effing up your own shit. But anyways, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and comment down below on what other video I should do a reaction to next. That's your boy Khalil, and I'm out, man. Peace.